I remember you as respectful, always courteous, asking me if you could do this or if I wanted that. You kissed me between my thighs, kissed the skin stretching from thigh to pelvic bone. Your tongue traced a line from my belly button to my cock, and then you wrapped your hands around it, took me into your mouth. Your tongue was warm, and as you licked and sucked, I was taken to another plane, a whole new universe. I gasped for air, gripped the cushions tightly. My body was not prepared for the rushing sensations of your touch, your heat. I asked you to slow down because I didn't trust myself not to explode all over you. You pulled yourself up to kiss me on the mouth, and it was as if I were tasting myself. I could do that for you if you want, I offered shyly. Only if you're comfortable. You were so tall, you had to sit upright on the couch, and I moved to the floor on my knees. You were much bigger than me, and my hand looked small holding your shaft. I began to stroke you softly, telling myself you were a man, and I was a man, and I understood what men wanted. You moaned with pleasure. I enjoyed this power I had. With you in my hand, both of us naked, I was no longer aloof and cerebral. I was sexy and beautiful, the very thing you longed for. I took you in my mouth, a struggle at first, but I got the hang of it. I studied your groans, altered the rhythm accordingly. I took you right to the edge, then stopped. You laughed in ecstasy. I pulled myself up onto the couch, nestled into your arms. What else do you want? I could think of some other things, but I think we should save them for later, you said. Okay, I said, a slight hurt in my voice. I don't want to rush anything, Daniel, but please know I want to sleep with you like so badly. But we have all the time in the world, so let's take our time. This made me smile. I was safe with you. And the thing is, we really did believe we had all the time in the world, so I agreed. We spent the rest of the afternoon kissing and grabbing each other until finally we could not contain what had been percolating away for too long. But we did not go all the way that first day. We allowed ourselves to wade in fresh waters, but out there in the distance the tide was shifting, and soon a bigger wave would come, bringing with it both growth and destruction. In the days that followed, we fell into a pattern of allowing ourselves to swim in those new waters. We maintained our usual schedule of seeing friends and studying. You had your soccer games, and I was getting more involved with various clubs on campus, trying to expand my friendship circle. I had my Hispanic Heritage Club, and Rob and I were regularly joining Mona at Young Democrats of America, who were really pushing the legalization of same-sex marriage in many states across the country. When it was just the two of us at home, we were manic in our bodily exploration, but full-on sex was still waiting out there in the distance, some island we had to build up stamina in order to swim out to. Though I thought about telling Rob and Mona what was happening, I felt afraid to discuss it with them because I didn't know what we were. I didn't want to invite their questions if I didn't have clear ways of explaining the dynamic between us. And even now, I don't know how to define our relationship at that time.